Hey, what's going on? Hold on. So it's early in the morning. My baby bronchitis got to acting up, and I had to put him on the nebulizer. I messed around and left the window open, and that cold air came in and hit his chest. So he on the nebulizer. You say hi. Look, say hi. Look, Chrissy. You say hi. Say hi. He's sitting there playing this game. See? Look. Say hi. Ooh, he funny acting. He usually like being on here with me. Got his little machine right here. You're not gonna say hi? You just say hi. Pause it. Say hi. What you playing? What you playing? Huh? What's the game called? Can you turn it around and show them what the game called? And he's stuck on his game right now. Are you gonna tell them hi? Can you show your game to them? They wanna see what you playing. Well, good thing it got better because when he was first born, he was a premature child. I think I had him at 34 weeks. So he came out early and he was only 1 pound and 16 ounces. And he had major health problems. Yeah. And so we still kind of deal with the respiratory issues. He got chronic lung disease. And so it's got better. God definitely healed him from majority of his medical problems. But it used to be a time to where we would have to go into the hospital before he got the nebulizer, and they would have to give him breathing treatments because he will be wheezing and his chest will be restricted or whatever from him catching. Say hi. His chest will be restricted from him catching his full oxygen. So when he was a baby, he had to have a pulse ox monitor on him, as well as 24-hour oxygen. He would have to use daily. So I had the oxygen team come in and set up a big old oxygen tank in my house, and I would have to put in the orders for like 4 to 6 tanks per week for him to have his right amount of oxygen or whatever, and he would have to stay on that for 24 hours in a day. And also he had 2 great nurses from Aurora Care come in and check on him and make sure he's progressing well. We did have a couple of scares where they found cyst on his throat area, which medically they call it subglottic stenosis cyst, and that kind of restricted his breathing too. So yeah, but now it's just when I got the nebulizer, it's just down to that point where if he is wheezing and feel some kind of restriction in his breathing area, and then I see his chest heaving and his ribs going in and out too hard, we'll definitely put him on the nebulizer and give him the solution that he needs for his medicine. I don't care what time it is. A mother's job is never done. I'm going to get up and be with my baby because he's a part of me, and I'm going to make sure that he's healthy. So, yeah. I know as a baby, he used to hate having the oxygen on. He used to, like, pull it off his face. He did not like it. He looking like she telling my business. So he be taking his breathing treatment like a champ now. He be being helpful and helping me set it up. Yep. So yeah, he's sitting here playing his little game. I in the video, but don't want to say nothing. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. This way. He's so funny acting. Yeah. So, like I said, he had numerous health conditions because he was a premature child. I believe that there could have been things done in order for me not to have a premature child and have an emergency C-section. It really done a number on me. So, like I said, I am a single parent, and I've been doing this by myself for over 5 years. His father is very negligent. He likes to portray himself as, being, oh, she's keeping the baby from me and this and that. Like, no, I'm not. You don't want to handle your responsibilities. And when I asked you to come to the hospital while he was in the hospital, and that's another thing, when he was in the hospital, like when I first had him, like he was so small enough to fit in the palm of my hands. And as a woman, I have big hands. That's how small he was. And I had no support, no family, no friends coming to, help me take care of him. So here I am, boo-hooing in the hospital, having to take care of everything, or whatever the case may be. And it was a very trying time. And the only thing I could do was pray, because I did call his father a few times and say, hey, listen, why don't you come up here? And the only response I get is, F you, bitch. So I'm not going to beg you to be responsible. You got to do that on your own. Yep. And when I had him, like, I couldn't pick him up for at least like 3 to 4 weeks maybe, because his body was so tiny and sensitive. You could see his veins coming from his body. That's how small he was. He was number 1 pound. When I finally did and was able to pick him up, he had a breathing tube as well as a feeding tube to help him, grow his little body or whatever the case may be. And I was using my breast milk, but somehow that kind of ran out fast or whatever the case may be, and they had to start using I think Similac or Neosure to feed him, even though I know breast milk is the healthiest thing. Yeah, so once he was born, 1 pound, he stayed in the hospital until he was 6 or 7 months, and I couldn't take him home. It was very hard, very trying, because I didn't want to leave my baby in the hospital. as a mother, you go through a lot of things when you are separated from your child. Um, so it was kind of hard, leaving him in the hospital, but I made sure that I was there every day, taking them trips. And when I look back on it, I'm like, but God, how did I make it there every day? And then I can't spend the night because I have other school age children at the time. So, it was amazing how God set everything up to the point where I was able to get up there every day to see him. That I had the proper transportation to get there to spend some time with him. And I would bring his siblings in, and, even though they can't hold him at that time, they was like my little support system or whatever the case may be. So when he made 6 or 7 months, I was able to take him home. Uh, Before I was able to take him home, I did a parenting course with the hospital, um, to be knowledgeable about CPR, which was I was very aware of CPR because I was a medical assistant before, as well as a CNA, as well as a PCW. So I was well aware of CPR, but having a refreshing course helped things a little better into caring for him. So I had to do the CPR class as well as the oxygen class, so I could know how to, operate the machine. And they gave me information on who to call if I need help, with operating the oxygen machine at home and stuff like that. They were very helpful with that information. Once I brought him home, his active nurse, she set me up to where the oxygen tanks were coming in the next day. So I have all the equipment. So I think he was like on the oxygen tank, he was on the pulse ox, and he was on another machine. So it was 3 machines he was on daily, for months after he got out the hospital. And then, one of the machines was the oxygen. One was, calculating his heart rate and his oxygen intake. And then another one was for his pulse. So, child, you be up at 4, 5, 3 in the morning, and them things going off, beep, 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 beep. Like, oh my God, my baby not breathing. I gotta get up, But it, you get used to it because it became a part of our routine daily, you know. And although, I still have to parent my other children and, make sure I be a provider for them, God will make it to where you can allow things to flow easy in your life, even when you're going through a traumatic experience. And so we got a little bit more in there. Let me see. Just shake it a little bit. Got a little bit more drip in there. But he not breathing as hard as he was. So I think I'll wait until like an hour or two to give him another treatment if he need be. By him, getting of age, he don't have to take it as often as he used to. I was so scared, like when he went back into the hospital with the cyst on his lungs, and they had to perform surgery. They had to do laser surgery on his throat to remove the cyst. I was so scared, and I was crying, and I didn't know what to do. Like, oh my God, another time. But all I could do is pray. One thing about me, my grandmother has taught me a great deal of a lesson in having faith and praying to the Most High, because that's exactly where my help comes from. I would never, ever step over boundaries and say, I do it off me. No. I do not. He wakes me up every morning so I have a chance to get it right, um, to help my children and build a legacy. He breathed air into my lungs, and I'm very much so grateful. He is my perfect help, though, because I don't think the things I've been through, I could have made it with. It couldn't have been just me alone. I couldn't have made it without him, and I praise God for that. So yeah, we just waiting for the extra drops. Usually when he's taking his nebulizer, you'll know if it's done because ain't no more saline solution in there, or it'll stop smoking. And see, look, he knows when to turn it off. He knows when to turn it off. You done? Are you gonna say hi now? See? Do you feel better? He's so extra. You feel better now? Tell him, say, I feel better now. No? But I heard it. Some of his other health problems, not only does he has chronic lung disease, but he's also deaf in one of his ears. One of his ears didn't develop as it's supposed to as in a normal child, so he is deaf. Um, but he still is very active like a normal 5-year-old. Because he's born early, gestationally, he's kind of underdeveloped, whatever the case may be. But other than that, he's like a normal child, okay? He do normal kid things. Um, and I just love my baby. And, I went through a traumatic experience having him, having a emergency C-section for the first time and having him premature when I had previously had full-term babies 8 pounds or more. It was just different, and I had to adjust to the new way of living, for my baby. So you gonna tell him bye? Tell him bye. Tell him bye. He's stuck on that game. Yeah, so I'll be doing random check-ins. That's about it. I'm gonna close out. You gonna tell him bye bye? Cause he liked the camera. He's so funny. Tell him bye. He said no. Well, I'm finna go then. The video gonna be off. He's sometime. He had cancer. His birthday was, what's today, the 13th? His birthday was on the 8th. And we went to Chuck E. Cheese and skating. He had been talking about Chuck E. Cheese like 5 days prior, like he knew his birthday was coming up. So it was so funny. He just kept on Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, oh, okay. We're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese. Nope, turn it off. We're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese, and then I took him to skating, so we had fun. It all be worth it as a parent, You go through it. You have your ups and downs. But I try to teach him well, make sure I nurture and care and love for him. And, you know, let him be a kid, as I should as a parent. So, guys, I'm going to try to go back to sleep, but it's probably not going to happen. So, he's probably going to get me to make him some oatmeal for the morning time. He likes oatmeal with blueberries and fruit in it. So, we be oatmealing it out. No one's All right. Well, thank you for being a listening ear. Donate to the channel. $ Humble Favor. And support a single mother, as you all would know it. I know I said I would get on here and share with y'all some of my life story a little bit. So I'm kind of sticking to my word. It took me some time because I'm a very private person. And people sometimes think like, oh, well, she's very private, so we don't know if she's gonna do it, but I do it. I'm a woman of my word. you know, I make sure I ask God to, make sure I practice what I preach. So, all right, for the one time, you gonna say bye? Okay.
Playing the music.
You playing the music?
Yeah.
Yeah, but tell him bye bye. See, he acting funny. Usually when I'm on live or sending the video out, he want to get all in the video. Now he acting funny, but okay. Maybe I will. Y'all catch him next time. Bye, baby cakes.